the bridge bidding box that you can probably see pretty fine. But sometimes it's easier if I show you rather than tell you. So I'll tell you and show you. How about that? And anybody else need one of these? Okay, remember we fold it in half because the reason we fold it in half, and so now we're doing left side instead of right side, which is technically the back side. Okay, we're on the back side. We keep it folded because we keep our scores inside, and the reason we keep our scores inside is so that other people don't see our scores when they come around. Okay. Sometimes we think, why do we do these stupid things? Well, that's why. You know, it's great for you to be able to look at it, but don't be leaving your score sheet like this on the table because they probably haven't played all the boards you've played. And while people do not like to cheat or want to cheat, sometimes they see something and you can't unsee it. You cannot unsee it. If your hand is like this and I'm sitting over there, I can't unsee the ace of spades that I just saw. I can't. You know, I want to, and I want to pretend I don't know it's there, but I know it's there. And it's not illegal for me to know it's there and to use the information because you let me see your hand. So try to be cognizant of things like that when you're playing too, okay? I just want to say I'm super happy you guys are here. As always, your Thursday group has gotten really nice and big, which I love. As I said last time, one day you'll be the club and we'll be assimilated into your group. So if you get a chance to play over on the other side and you feel comfortable with it, do it. You know, playing with people who are, you think, better than you, which some of them are not. In fact, a lot of them are not, okay? You only learn by making mistakes. And some of those that are better than you will be happy to tell you if you say, hey, could I have done something different there? They will help you out. You know, and then most of them are really nice, you know. I mean, I'm happy to tell somebody, I won't tell you unless you want to know, but I'm happy to tell you, oh, you know, you could have done this or you could have done that, okay?
They don't get mad at you if you make a mistake. It seems like they get mad at you.
Oh, no, You know what, it feels...
You go for master points and you screw up, it's like, whoa.
No, because it feels internally to you that way just because you made the mistake.
Yeah.
But no. In fact, most of your mistakes probably benefit them anyway, so, you know, I was there, I remember, I did it lots of times.
Make them get a better hand.
And sometimes you make mistakes that really do hurt the opponents. It's life, they do it to you too, okay? They do it to you too. So don't be afraid to play in the big group. They're not mean. There's very few that are even, you know, a little snippy, but they're not mean. And especially if anybody ever... That's another thing. If you ever get in a big group and somebody is a little snippy to you, turn around and say, you know, I'm pretty new, so I would appreciate it if you would help me out. Then they'll feel really stupid because they were all new too, you know? We all were there. And we all, in fact, as long as we play, we still do really stupid things. Really stupid things.
It's good to hear that.
Oh my God. Like, I will talk about something I did for days, and it's just like, wow, did I really do that? That's so dumb. So anyways, one thing I want to talk to you about that we're going to do the back of the card, but I want to show you something with the front of the card that we did last time. And some people were confused about it. And it was on, let's say, major openings. And I said, after an overcall, it is weak, the jump, okay? So it says responses. After an overcall, the jump was weak, okay? So a double raise is weak. And then it was, what did we say? Okay, so what I meant was this. Let's say this person, and it really helps if somebody opens a minor, okay? I open a diamond. And this person says a heart, okay? And this person doesn't bid. They pass, okay? And then this person is my partner.
I'm your partner.
Yeah, you're my partner. Okay, you're my partner. Okay, so a diamond, a heart, okay? If I now say 3 diamonds, okay? I put out 3 diamonds, okay? That's a jump, and you would most likely think that's a invitational raise.
That's how we.
Right? That's how you play it. But we don't need to do that. That is how we would play it if it went like this. 1, 3, right? That is what it means. But this person put in a bid, which I get to use, okay? And it helps me in a couple of ways. Number one, I can take away their bid. So instead of that, I'm gonna say this. This is where that Q bid limit raise comes in. I bid their bid, okay? You know I'm not bidding hearts, right? I know you're not bidding hearts, right? We know it, okay? So now it says, I have a limit raise, 10, 11, could be even 12, but I have 10 or 11 points and I have your diamonds. I have your diamonds, okay? Does a couple things. Number one, they can't bid 2 hearts. Number 2, it tells my partner all they need to know. If my partner has 12 or 13 points, they're not going past 3 diamonds anyways, right? They can say 3 diamonds. Now, I don't have to guess. They don't have to guess. No guessing. But we're also not at 3 diamonds yet, okay? So then it also puts a little wrench in this person's bidding. Because now they have to say 3 hearts to get in this bidding. Well, their partner was just an overcaller. They could have 8 or 9 points, right? Remember, I just overcalled, could be 8 or 9 points. So now it kind of stops them from bidding too, okay? It's defensive bidding, okay? But it gives, whenever they throw a bid in, you're now able to Q bid limit raise. All Q bid means is that you're bidding their suit. Whenever you bid their suit, it's forcing, right? Because obviously we're not gonna leave our partner in 2 hearts. So now it comes back around to me and I say 3 diamonds and then we're done. Because we're done, okay? If I wanted to know something else, I could say something else. It works the same way with just about any bid. I could say 1 spade. This person can say 2 diamonds. Watch how nice this is. I'm not going to say 3 spades because now we're already at 3 spades. Dang. And I'm going to think, oh, shoot, does my partner have a really good hand, really bad hand? If my partner says 3 spades, this is even better. Now what do I know? Why did they say it when they didn't need to?
It's invitational.
It's not invitational
It's
because I
not.
had a way to say invitational. I could have just said
Oh, you're
3
saying it's a
diamonds,
limit
right?
raise.
I could have said, it's not
Oh.
6 to 9 either, because I could just say 2 spades, right? This is where we all get confused.
Yeah.
What if I say 3? I jumped.
The opener.
I jumped. Why would I jump? When I didn't have to. It now becomes weak.
A week.
It becomes weak, okay? Because I am not saying I have a limit raise, because a limit raise would be 3 diamonds, right? I'm not saying 6 to 9, because that would just be 2 spades. I'm not saying I have a full opener, because I could go to 4. Oh, so 3 spades is kind of in the middle. What it does, though, is it keeps this person from bidding. This means I don't have anything, partner. I have nothing. But I have your spades. I have a terrible hand. We're probably not vulnerable. And I have your spades.
How many points would you have to have? Could you have 0 points?
I could have 5, 4, 3, 2. I could have 0. If it went this way, let's do it this way because this will make more sense to you. This makes more sense to keep them out of it. 1 spade. Then we go 3 hearts, okay? What do I think is happening here? Me as South. I think they're heading to 4 spades.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Or I think they're gonna get a spade fit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep them out of it,
Got it.
right?
Okay.
So I have a crummy hand, partner. I got your hearts,
Got your
but I got
hearts.
nothing else. I don't have anything for you, okay? If I wanted to tell you I had a limit raise,
2 spades.
I would say 2 spades.
When you're bidding Q-bid, are you promising 3 or 4?
At least 3.
3,
Okay.
but you don't say it has to be 4.
Not has to be 4. If I went 1 heart, 3 hearts, no bids in between, 4. We know that our limit raises are 4, right? Otherwise, we could just bid a minor and then raise again, okay? So yes, good. That's a really good question, okay? That was one that people were confused about. You won't really get it until you start doing it, okay? But when you sit there and say to yourself, oh, what can I bid, what can I bid, what can I bid? Think, oh, could this be a place where I could use a Q-bid? Because a Q-bid is always forcing. And if you want to force your partner to bid, and you kind of want to know something, a Q bid often works, okay? And Q bids work for a lot of other different reasons, but that's a Q bid limit raise,
So
okay?
what if you think that you're making a defensive move, but your partner over there doesn't get that, and then?
Well, then you make a mistake and you do it wrong and you get a bad board. And then afterwards you,
Roll their eyes
and then,
too.
and then, and then afterwards you and your partner say, oh, on our card we said that's weak. Let's make sure we play it that way. We both have to agree that that's weak, okay? So something to ask your partner is, do we play Q bid limit raises? If we do, don't forget that that jump is
Okay.
weak. Because I have partners that do it all the time. And sometimes you look at it and you go, I know my partner's doing a limit raise there. I know they are. So it could be, you know, because we all forget. We do it all the
Right.
time. I still forget, okay? Okay, let's look at the back of the card. The back of the card is defense, guys, okay? It's defense. So your front of your card was all your offensive strategies. The back of the card is defense. So that means what are we doing after their bidding? Okay? So where it says special doubles, you see that up at the top left? And we're just gonna go like left, right, left, right, left, right. So after overcall, we don't put anything. Negative, check the negative through 3 spades. So check negative through 3 spades. And I could fill this in for you and have it for you, but if I did that, you won't remember it, okay? Negative through 3 spades. What does that mean? It means if this person opens 3 spades and you take out a double, it's negative. What does that mean? That means I want you to bid, okay? So all the way up to 3 spades, if somebody opens 3 spades and I double the opponent, I want my partner to bid, okay? Same as like a takeout, okay? It's the same as a takeout. So they're giving you a weak bid. My partner obviously has a hand. If they double, they should have 4 hearts. They might not, but they should, okay? They probably got everything else, okay? So responsive, check that, through 2 spades. This one's gonna be a confusing one for you. Doubles are confusing until you do them. And I mean, the names of them are confusing is what it is to me. I know what it means, but I don't know what it is, you know? Like, you'll go, is that a responsive double? You're like, I don't know. What the hell's a responsive double? I don't know. It just means that if they bid something and then you double, like say they bid 2 suits and then you double. It says that I have the other 2 suits, I want you to respond. Tell me what you have, you know, do you have one of those? Okay, so responsive, negative, they're both takeout doubles. It means I need you to bid, partner, okay? Most low-level bids that are doubled are not for penalty, you know. Most people are not wanting you to penalize them when they bid 2. Your partner's saying, come on, give me something. You know, I need something. I've got something over here. I sure would like to hear what you have, okay? And generally, they're telling you something specific. Like if they've both bid, these 2 have both bid, and then this partner comes in with a double, they have the other 2 suits, guys. They have the other 2 suits, okay? Or let's say I bid 1 heart, and then this person bids 2 clubs. They bid 2 clubs. And I'm over here and I've got spades and diamonds. And I have 8 or more points. I can double. And it says, partner, I got some points. I don't have your hearts, but I do have some diamonds and spades. And then partner can do what they want with that information. But your partner, by opening a heart, never said they didn't have 4 spades, right? And they didn't say they don't have diamonds either. So you see how it opens it up for your partner to do something? That's a perfect spot for a double, okay?
So when you say you have some points, what's in your head at that point is some
Well,
points?
you're bidding at the 2 level.
Okay.
This double is basically a 2-level bid, right?
Okay.
So how many points do you usually have to bid at the 2 level?
10 to 12.
10, at least 10, right? But in this case, 8 or more is fine because you're just saying I have the other 2 suits.
Okay.
You know, your partner will bid And they're not going to game anyways, because this person just bid 2 clubs. They've got at least 10 points. Chances are you're not getting to game. You might, but you probably won't unless your partner has a really big hand. So 8 or more and the other 2 suits
Okay.
would give you a double, okay?
Thank you.
It's really nice when it's a diamond, 2 clubs, double. It says I have both 4-card majors. That's a lovely bid. My partner the other day had 5 hearts and 4 spades, and he did not give me a double. And he bid his hearts, and we did not find our spade fit. And I said, why didn't you give me a double? I would have just bid the spades. Well, I didn't want to push you to the 3 level. I was like, well, you said a crappy heart suit anyways, and I didn't have your heart, so I would have to go back to my 3-level bid in diamonds anyways. And then he was like, oh, yeah, okay. So, and he has 9,000 points, you guys, so there you go. We all do stupid things. It was like, okay. So next is support doubles. Do you guys play support doubles? Raise your hand if you do. Raise your hand if you don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so another good bid, and it's a simple bid. It used to be alertable. It is not alertable anymore. If you remember to play it and you talk to your partner about it, it's an excellent bid. This is a support double. When I say a club, we're going to keep those people, oh, well, we have to get them in the bidding because we have to be able to do the support double. I say a club, they pass. This person says spade. They can have how many?
4.
4, right? But I have 3 spades. What if they have 5? I'd love to know that, right? This person comes in and says 2 diamonds. Oh crap! I really want to know if my partner has 4 spades or 5 spades. Oh well, I have 3, so I can do a support double. My support double says I have 3 of your spades. Okay, 3. As long as they come in with the bidding, it gives me a chance to do this support double. So it says 3. And then my partner can now say, if my partner now says 2 spades, they have 5 spades, okay? If they don't, they could join me in clubs, or they could say 2 no trump if they have diamonds. They have other options, but they're probably not gonna rebid those spades, okay? So then let's say they say 2 no trump, but I don't really wanna play no trump, and I have the ace, king, little of spades. I know they only have 4 because they didn't say spades, right? I might still say spades and get out and play in the 7-card fit. So we have a lot of information here. So I recommend using that support double. It's something I didn't play until much later in my bridge life, but it's a really nice bid. It's a really nice bid, and you can all play it. Just remember, your partners need to know that you're playing it, okay? Everything needs to be partnership agreement, okay? So they gotta know what you're playing.
So that one says through, is there a certain level?
Through 2 spades.
Okay, thank you, sorry. maybe you
Through
said
2
that.
spades. Yeah, no, I didn't say it. And you can check redouble also. There is a case where you could do a redouble. It would be more like, like this. Like if they went 1 diamond here, like a diamond, a spade, double, redouble. So your redouble could be a support double. Okay? So you could do a double or a redouble. You just have to make sure you're, thinking. It's a, all of a sudden you'll be like, the big kicker here is when you don't know what's happening, and I'll tell you this is okay. If you don't know what your partner's bid means, and you say to yourself, oh my God, what does that mean? What does that mean? I can't, and it's a WTF moment. I don't know what the hell this is. Just bid. You must bid. If you have a what the hell moment, what is she doing? It makes no sense. It makes no sense, bid. Bid. Because your partner is trying to either tell you something or find out something. Just bid. It's fine. Because if you pass the bid, it's going to be wrong. It's going to be wrong. If you don't understand the bid, it's probably a wrong bid. Okay? So just bid. Then there's nothing else there. Simple overcall. What do you guys have for that? Anybody have something already?
Yes.
What do you have?
7 to 16.
7 to 16, perfect. That's fine. I have 5 to 16, but 7 to 16 is probably really good for you. You don't want to overcall with 5. However, I'm going to give you a however. If you have 5 points and it's the ace, jack, 5, 6 times of spades, you might say a spade. Because you do want that lead, right? Also, with your overcalls, you probably want the suit lead that you're overcalling. So you probably don't want to overcall 10, 9, 8, 4, 3, 2, 1
Right.
of hearts. Your partner will absolutely lead that. So if you don't want it led, don't overcall it.
Just a question, I had 8 to 16, is 8 too conservative?
Yes, put 7. I played with somebody the other day though. She has a lot of master points. We hadn't played together before. She said, "Oh, I only do it with 10 points." I was like, "What? Wow, you're scaring me here." You know, I overcall at the 2 level with 10 points. You know, so yeah, I've been known to overcall with 5 or 6 points for sure. If I have hearts or spades and they're bidding in
You
my
have to have
end.
like 4 or 5 of those, though, to overcall with only that amount of points.
Hmm?
Do you have to have like at least 5 to overcall?
Oh yes, you gotta have at least
Yeah.
5. All overcalls, you should have at least 5 of your suit.
Yeah,
At least 5.
at least 5.
You may have more. Now, if you have more and you have a crappy hand, you're gonna jump anyways, because you're gonna do a weak overcall, a weak jump.
Some people often do it with 4. That's fine.
No,
No.
and we do not. So no, you're not doing that. We're doing it with 5, people. Don't even think about 4. Okay, now jump over to the no trump overcalls. We're gonna put 15 to 18. Systems on. Okay, so if they open a spade and you say 1 no trump, you have a no trump hand, you have 15 to 18 points, and your partner is now going to have stamen and transfers available to them, same as they would have. Okay, same, no difference. But you go down to this where it says balancing, and you're going to put 10 to 17. This is a little different. What that means is, let's say they open a spade, your partner passes, okay, and this person passes, and now you're in this is called the balancing seat, okay? This is like, oh crap, they're gonna get it for 1 spade. We can let them have it for 1 spade because maybe they have a giant hand and we don't want them to get anyplace else, or we have stuff and we wanna see if our partner might have something with us. We're not vulnerable, we're not letting them have it for 1. I might say 1 no trump, wherever my card went. Oh, it's this guy. So I might say 1 no trump, and that 1 no trump would be 10 to 17. It's over here though. So I might in the balancing seat say 1 no trump. It means I have 10 to 17 points. Okay? And then under convention, where it's pink down there, red down there, check that and say systems on. Put systems on. What that means is if I say this, you can still do statement and transfers and all the good stuff. Just don't forget I only have 10 to 17 points. I could have not very many points.
And you need a no trump shaped hand? Or is it just about?
Yeah, I have to have a spade stopper for sure. Because if I don't have a spade stopper, I would just double here. I might even only have 8 points if I double here, you guys. This is the pass out seat, okay? This is the pass out seat. What if I don't have a good hand? If I don't have a good hand here, I have 8 points. Now watch. This person opened. My partner has passed, so they can't bid. Now, just because they can't bid, does that mean they don't have an opening hand? No, sometimes we have to pass with an opening hand because we don't have the right shape, right? So 1 spade, pass. I have 8 points. Well, this person doesn't even have 6.
Right.
Oh, where's the rest of the points if I have
Balancing
8? They're in my partner's hand, right?
Right.
Unless this person they can only have 21 at max because they didn't open 2 clubs. And they also didn't open 2 no trump. Where's the rest of the
What kind of hand do you have
points?
not to bid with 13 points?
Absolutely cannot bid with 13 points in this hand if your hand is shaped funny. Because if you double and you have 13 points, you're guaranteeing all the other suits. And then you cannot bid again no matter what your partner bids. So you pass. You have to pass. So the only way to protect my partner here is to double. Okay, that double is called a reopening double. And it just is saying, partner, I'm going to let you have a chance to bid. It doesn't say I have a hand. It says I'm protecting your hand. I'm letting you bid, okay? It's only in the pass-out seat. It's only in the pass-out seat. Because you can see, do you see what I'm saying about these points here? My partner probably has 10, 11, 12, maybe 13, 14. They could even have 14. But they just couldn't bid. They probably have 3 spades, 4 hearts, 3 and 2. So whatever you bid, if they doubled, would have been that 2-card suit. Okay? That's the bad part. If you make this double, and then you're kind of barring yourself from bidding because you only have 13 points, you double. How many people have done this? You double. You have 2 diamonds in your hand. Pass. Diamonds. And then you say, oh, crap. Now what do I do? And then you say something like hearts. And then they say diamonds. And then you say, oh, crap. Now we're at 3. I could have been in the terrible bid of 2, but now I'm in the worst bid of 3. Oh, 3 no trump. Because you'd want to get them out of it. And then, because you screwed it up to begin with, you did it wrong. And then, now you're in 3. Oh, double. And then they've taken you down. Okay? It happens. It will happen to you. It does happen all the time. Remember, somebody else said this at my table the other day. Oh, Emily said it. One of my isms is, only Jesus saves. Do not save your partner. If your partner decided to do something really dumb, and you know it's dumb, don't save them, because only Jesus saves. And generally when you save, you get yourself in a much worse position, okay? Just don't do it, all right? So now defense versus no trump. How many of you are playing, when they open no trump, your bids are natural after, if you're an opponent? So they open 1 no trump, and you're going to bid in the next seat. Natural or don't? Anybody play don't? You play don't. Anybody else play don't? Don't.
I know it, but I don't remember.
Okay, most people play don't. And I would put don't, and if you guys don't know how to play it, put it on there and look it up, okay? Don't is a really simple bid. It's defense over no trump, okay? It's when the opponents open no trump. I'm going to give you an example. Okay, so this person opens, and I don't even know where their no trump went, so I probably put it in somebody else's box. Oh, here we go. They open no trump. Oh yeah, this is that funky one. They open no trump, and I have a weird hand. And I would like to bid. Why would I like to bid? I would like to bid because I want to stop them. I want to mess up their bidding. This person has 15 to 17 points. I can leave them in that and they can make it, right? Probably. But if I have a weird hand, I can get in there and mess it up a little bit. Generally, when you do don't, you are not expecting that you will actually make it, okay? So you don't have to have points. It's not a points bid. Look at your vulnerability, because if you're vulnerable, you might get left there and you're probably going down. So how many are you going to go down? 1, 2, doubled, not doubled? Think about it, guys, okay? Because if you go down 1, that's fine. If you go down 2, it's fine if they could make 2 no trump. So you need to think about this, okay? What you do is a double means, and I'm just going to tell it to you, and then you can look this up because you can just look it up online. A double is, I have a long suit, partner. I have a long suit, meaning 6 or more, okay? I have a long suit, just 1 long suit, okay? You bid double. Partner will say, now this person's going to get out of the bidding, and partner will say 2 clubs. Why do they say 2 clubs?
Keeping it low.
It's the lowest thing they can say, and it says, what's your suit, partner? What's your suit? If it's clubs, we all pass. If it's something, and we alert this bid, okay? We alert this bid. Alert, alert. I say, oh, she wants to know my suit. It's 2 hearts, pass, pass, pass. And I get the bid for 2 hearts because I have 6 hearts. I'm behind this hand. And maybe I make it, maybe I don't. Maybe I go down 1. That's okay, right? Because they were going to make 90 anyways, right? Maybe they take the bid away from me. Now my partner leads me a heart. All good, right? So double is I have a long suit. The rest of the bids are super easy. 2 clubs says, I have clubs. and one higher suit. Meaning I have 5 and 5 or 5 and 4. In general, we do 5 and 5 when we're beginners.
Can you say that again, I'm sorry?
I have 5 and 5. Doesn't matter what suit it is, it's clubs and a higher suit. It just means clubs and a higher suit. It's super simple.
Christie,
Mhm.
we learned 5 and 4.
Yes, 5 and 4 is what we play. So you can have a 5-4 hand. Why do we do this, people? Because we're gonna mess up their bidding, and because we might have a match with our partner that we can play at the 2 level. And maybe go down or maybe not, okay? So when I say 2 clubs, my partner is going to say, if they have clubs, they're gonna stay with me. In clubs, they're just gonna pass, okay? If they don't have, but if they have 3 diamonds, 3 hearts, and 3 spades, I've kind of promised 5 of them, right? We're gonna assume it's 5 and 5. We're always gonna assume it's 5 and 5. So if we have 3 of all the higher suits, not if we have 3 diamonds, 3 hearts, and 1 spade. Because what's my partner's other suit? It's the spades, okay? But if I have 3 diamonds and 3 hearts and 3 spades, I'm gonna say 2 diamonds. Why do I say 2 diamonds? Does it mean I have diamonds? No. It says I have at least 3 of the higher suits. Tell me where you want to be, partner. If my suit is diamonds, I will leave it there. If my suit is not diamonds, I will say hearts or spades, because I know that my partner has 3 of them. Simple Simon, okay? The next bid is, and when you see it, it'll make sense to you. The next bid is 2 diamonds. What does it mean? I have diamonds and a higher suit. Same exact bidding, right? If my partner has 3 diamonds, they will leave it there. But if they also have 3 hearts and 3 spades, they will say 2 hearts. I have at least 3 hearts, I have at least 3 spades. You pick, partner. If my second suit was hearts, I leave it. If my second suit was spades, I say 2 spades. But you gotta have 3 of each, okay? So what's my next bid, you think? If I don't say 2 diamonds, I say 2 hearts. What does it mean? I have hearts and spades. This one's even easier. I have hearts and a higher suit. Well, the only higher suit is spades, right? So every one of them, clubs and a higher suit, diamonds and a higher suit, hearts and a higher suit. Okay, so now I have hearts and spades. And then my partner will alert it, they'll know, they pass. And my partner, if they have 3 hearts, they're gonna leave it. If they have 3 spades or more spades than hearts, they'll take it to the other one.
And you're not gonna raise it, you're just gonna leave it if you have.
You're just gonna leave it.
Yeah.
You're just gonna let them pick, because this partner, how many points do they have?
They're an overcaller, so 10?
No, they could have none.
Oh, none.
They can do this with none. Now, they won't do this with none,
Yeah.
With none?
but they could. If I have the weirdest hand, like what if I have 5 hearts and 5 spades? 7 points.
Wait,
They
they
bid wouldn't-
overcalled that one no trump with,
This is don't. This is
Okay.
defense over no trump. So
Okay.
I don't really have to have points.
okay.
I'm not expecting to make this bid. I'm expecting to maybe go down 1. I'm expecting to keep them from making their bid. So expect that you'll probably go down. If you make it, great. If you don't, that's why you have to think, am I vulnerable? Am I not? You know, are they vulnerable? Are they going anywhere? Can I mess this up? Or can I give my partner a good lead? Because now I've bid hearts, right? Let's say they come back in and he gets it for 2 no trump. Or they get it for 3 diamonds. Say this person comes in 3 diamonds. Well, my partner's gonna lead me a heart or a spade, which I wanted, right? So it does a lot of things. Look this one up. It's in the convention book too, if you have the 24 convention book. Look this one up. It's a great bid, okay? It's don't. Most of you play natural.
It's also on Baker Bridge.
Okay, if that, is that a thing that you guys use?
Yes.
Okay, so look it up there. Almost every convention you can look up online and it'll give you nice examples too. Okay?
And that's only good after 1 no trump.
Yes, it's a 1 no trump call. Generally, it's in the direct seat. Direct seat meaning I'm right behind
Immediately.
the caller. However, it can be 1 no, pass, pass, and then over here. Now, if it's over here, think harder about it. And I'll tell you why. Why? This person has all the points. You're sitting over here. They're going to take your points. If it's over here, this person has all the points. They're sitting over here. You're going to finesse through them. Okay? It's weaker when you're sitting in front of them than it is when you're sitting behind them. You can still do it. Just think about it a little bit more. Okay? This is a real thinking bid. Okay? See, we're talking about defense. Defense is more than 50% of this game, guys. You're the offensive person about 25% of this game. 25% you are a dummy. 50% of this game you are playing defense. So you got to start thinking about defense. That's where you win the game, is when you learn good defense. Okay? So down to over ops, takeout doubles. And these are so much more confusing. That's why the back of the card is kind of like, because you have to know, what do you mean, you know? New suit, 1 level. So over ops, takeout double. So what they mean is this person opens a spade, this person doubles, this person doubles, and then they want to know a new suit, over their takeout double, a new suit is forcing 1 level, okay? So by your partner.
Partnership.
So let's say they now give you 2 diamonds, then you can, well, it's not forcing here, it's here. New suit is forcing 1 level. That one's a little confusing. I just put it on there. You'll get to it another time. A redouble implies no fit. So let's say it goes 1 spade, double, redouble. Okay? This person is guaranteeing their partner they have points, 10 points, but they don't have a fit in spades. That's all they're saying. Because if I had a fit in your spades, I would bid your spades, right? Why wouldn't I do that? So redouble implies no fit. Okay? Those are not, that you don't have to announce them or alert them. 2 no trump. Over majors and over minors. Over ops, takeout double. Okay, so this goes like this. 1 spade, double. We're going to take away that pass because they didn't pass yet. 1 spade, double. 2 no trump by me. We're not a pass. Okay? 2 no trump. Anybody know what that means?
4 spades, 13.
It's a jump,
They got some
Is that it?
points.
points and,
Yep.
yes.
It's not Jacoby.
Oh, okay.
Why is it not Jacoby?
Because of the double.
Because of the double.
Yeah, no
Okay, guys,
intervening
this
bid.
person just told you they have 13 points. You learned a lot right here. You
Yeah.
heard a lot. I've got 13 points. Oh, well, what are the chances my partner has 13 points now? Probably not. Probably not. Maybe, maybe not. So, my partner has a limit plus raise. Okay, instead of saying 3 spades, it's kind of like that weak jump thing we talked about before. Instead of saying 3 spades, which is confusing for us, do I go to 4? Do I not go to 4? Did they have 12? Did they have 9? Do they have distribution? What do they have? Oh, 2 no trump says, I have a limit raise partner, and I have your suit. I have at least 3 of your suit, okay? It's a limit plus. Minors and majors, it works, okay? So this says, and it is alertable. So when you see this, you won't recognize it probably, but you'll go, what is that? What is that? Oh, damn, what is that? Well, probably you should alert it if you don't know what it is, and then you'll think, oh, that's that limit raise. So now your partner can decide, oh, when they say 3 spades, they said, nah, done. I only had 12 points to begin with, let's get out. If they say, something else, like 3 diamonds, it says, can you help me out here? Do you have shortness or strength? Is there something, do you have a little bit more there, partner, if I tell you this? Okay, and if you do, then you're going to go to 4. But if they just go to 3 spades, we know we're done. It's a good way to know we're done, okay? And we can get out at that 3 level, okay? And it works minors, majors. So you just put with where the red spot is, minors and majors. So if I opened a diamond, double, 2 no, it's a limit raise.
Okay, is
Is
it
it limit or
limit
limit
plus?
plus?
Yeah.
Limit plus, yeah, I like limit plus. However, don't forget, if I open a diamond, double, and I have hearts or spades, 4 of them, I'm gonna bid them.
Yes.
So if I go a diamond, double, 2 no, I also tell you I do not have 4 hearts.
How many
or
points
spades.
is that?
How many points is this, guys? If it's a limit raise, how many points would that be?
6 and 9?
10 or 11?
Mm-hmm.
Or a terrible 12, but probably 10 or 11.
Can I ask you what the alert sounds like? So it's 1 spade and then partner says 2 no trump after
1
the
spade,
double.
double, 2 no trump.
And then I.
The spade
alert it
person.
As, yeah.
Alert.
But if you were saying that I might not recognize it?
Well, you should.
Okay.
So, and if you do, you say alert. If you don't alert it, that's fine.
Okay.
Then when we get done and your partner, and if you guys get the bid, your partner can say there was a failure to alert.
And then what happened?
You just tell them.
You're just being honest.
You just tell them, and they might call the director if it made a difference in their bidding. They might call the director, and the director could say, oh, yeah, that made a difference in their bidding. Let's let them bid. Or the director will say, call me over after it's done. We'll see if you were damaged. The only reason to call the director is because they want to make it fair, okay? Don't ever feel bad when the director is called to your table. Nobody's trying to punish you. Sometimes you do things that make it unfair because you give wrong information. Or vice versa, they do it to you too. So if you ever feel like you're damaged, just director, come over, check it, and they'll make it right, okay? Versus opening preempts, double is takeout through, a lot of people put 3 spades there. I probably would put 4 hearts.
Or what?
Hearts. So let's say somebody opens 4 hearts. These guys are packed away. They open 4 hearts. Nobody else has bid yet. Dang. What does that mean? First of all, what does it mean when they open 4 hearts?
8?
They have 8 of them. Yeah, and they probably don't have a really good hand, right?
No, right.
Because if I had a really good hand, what would I open? 1 heart. 1 heart. If you have a really good hand and 8 hearts, you open 1. Okay? Unless you think your partner might pass. But they shouldn't. Okay? So 4 hearts opened. Well, they have a weak hand. They have tons of hearts. We don't, right? So I want to double. That's a takeout double, right? It says partner, bid. It doesn't say I want to penalize them, right? They have 8 hearts. They probably can make it, right? So that's what it says, takeout on a preempt through, I'd say 4 hearts. Now this generally says I have at least 4 spades, okay? But I might not.
So if you really have 7 or you have 8, but you bid it at 3 hearts, is that a problem?
Don't do that. Don't do it. A preempt, what's the reason for a preempt?
It disrupts.
It's disruptive. It's a defensive bid, right? So why are you going to defend at a lower level than you could? If I have 4 heart bid and I'm weak and my partner's weak, what do they have? 4 spades, 6 spades, 6 something, right?
Yeah.
They probably have 6 of something, I bet you. They don't have any of your hearts. So let's not bid 3 if we can bid 4, because it makes it a lot harder for us to bid when you do that, right? It's gonna make, what if I have 3 spades here and I double and my partner's got 4 spades and now they say 4 spades because they know I have 4 because I kind of promised 4, even I might not have it, but I kind of promise it. And then we get in the wrong bid and maybe we go down. Or I have 4 spades and they have 4 spades and we can make 6 spades. But we didn't get a chance to talk early because you said 4 hearts. So you see why always preempt at the highest preempt you can do. If you've got 6, you do 2. If you've got 7, you do 3. If you have 8, you do 4. Always do the highest you can,
Even though
you can
they
do.
could be really weak and you're on the borderline of.
They could be really weak, but they're probably not if you have 8 of them. Remember, if you're opening 2, you're looking to see, do I have 2 of the top 3 or 4 honors? So you've got some parameters in there. okay? Some things to keep you a little bit safe, but
So there's
remember,
no reason to bid 3 then, at all?
mm-mm.
No, there's, so that.
Well, there is 3 if you have 7.
Oh,
7 is a
okay,
3
okay,
opener.
Okay,
6 is a 2, 7 is a 3, 8 is a 4,
okay.
okay?
Cindy, question, going back just real quick to the over opponents take a double, a
Mhm.
jump shift. Did we just talk about?
I
that?
didn't, and we don't tip a jump shift, no, it's not really a bid, because there's other bids that, it's not a bid for me anyways, and not a bid for you guys right now. You're not gonna jump shift. If you did, your partner would probably just drop you. I mean, like, leave you wherever you bid. Because you would be saying, that's all I wanna bid. You'd be saying, that's all I wanna bid.
Christie, it's quarter of, just so that you're.
Okay, are we, this is almost done? Okay, so Gerber, Slam Conventions, you play Gerber, and you play 1430? Who plays 1430, raise your hand. Who plays natural, just regular Blackwood? Okay, all right, so, just cross whichever one you do and make sure your partner's playing what you're playing. Gerber, do you play at any time or only after no trumps have been bid?
After no trump.
Okay.
That's all I know.
I play at any time because I don't play splinters and neither do you. And so I play at any time, which means if my partner bids 1 spade and I bid 4 clubs, I'm asking. Then I bid 5 clubs, I'm asking for kings, you know.
I
Simple.
played with someone that they don't even use Blackwood or 1430. They use Gerber for everything.
Yeah,
But I
that doesn't
heard
make
that's
sense.
alertable, but yeah, they use it
Yeah, it
for-
is, would be alertable if it's something other than what it would normally be.
Right, okay.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
To keep the level low, they said, to keep the,
Well, that would be great. I would do that too. But it has to be a jump to 4 clubs.
right.
Any jump to 4 clubs would be Gerber, and I would always use it too, if you
Yeah.
can. Because you're gonna get your aces and your kings right away.
You only can do that though if somebody hasn't bid clubs, right?
Well, yeah, or if it doesn't make
If
sense.
you bid clubs and then you can't.
Well,
bid-
like 1 club, 1 spade, 2 hearts, 4 clubs, you know, it should be asking, but yeah. A no trump should be, if a no trump comes up in there anywhere, then it becomes Gerber, if it's a jump,
Yeah.
okay? But yes, it becomes more confusing if a club has been
Yeah,
bid, yes.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Yeah. And 1430, you guys know how to play it, right? Okay. 14, I mean, if you are playing it. If you're not playing it, then don't worry about it. But 1430 is when they say for no trump, then you, and I always look at the cards, guys. Look at the cards if you can't remember. I look. I still look. If they say for no, 5 clubs is 1, 4, 3, 0. 1430. 1 or 4. Diamonds is 3 or 0. And then hearts is 2 or 5, and spades is also 2 or 5. Hearts is lower, so it's 2 or 5 without the queen. And then spades is 2 or 5 with the queen. Of your agreed upon suit. What if you didn't agree upon a suit? What if it went like clubs, diamonds, spades? Then the 4 no trump. Whatever the last suit bid before the 4 no trump is what suit they're asking for. And so that would mean it's the 4 aces and the king of trumps, the king of whatever suit you're asking. So if you're not playing that, fine. If you are playing that, it's a good one. And once you get it, it's a memorization thing. So you just have to practice it and write it down. I used to write all mine, and I used to keep right here in my card, I used to keep flashcards. You know, regular index cards, I mean. I write my little thing on an index card, check my index card before I play. For the things that I knew I wouldn't probably remember very well, and that I just needed to memorize. Because some of it's just memorization.
That's a really good idea.
Oh, I do it all the time. I used to keep it right inside, and I'd put them right here. So get them out right before I play. Oh yeah, remember we're doing this, remember we're doing that. Because there's a few things that you just don't remember, okay? Like controls. How many of you are now playing controls?
I wish.
Let's do it. Let's do it, you guys. Put it on an index card. We're gonna put it on an index card for everybody.
We're more likely to still be working at 1430.
Controls is easier.
Well,
And
but I
it's
think
so
more
much
of us-
easier.
But more of us are really just trying to get that one done.
Yeah, 1430 is a good one. I think you should play it. You have to play it.
Yeah.
Because it really tells you so much.
Then we'll go to controls next month.
Controls are good, and I would just write them down on an index card and start memorizing it. And then when you and your partner feel like you're ready, say, let's try it. You know, you can only mess it up. It's not really a big deal. I mean, you're not playing for all the money in the world here.
Would you do that over Roman key card because you already have enough information about your hands, and so you just want to know where the
Oh,
controls
controls?
are, their stoppers?
Controls
or-
is for when you do a 2-club opener. Instead of playing 2 diamonds waiting,
Okay,
we play
gotcha.
controls, which tells you everything you need to know right away. It tells you aces, kings, aces and kings, aces and kings. So you can find out on your first bid after 2 clubs if you're even looking at slam or not. It's wonderful.
So she says 2 clubs, what have you been for control?
I'll give you, like, are you playing 0 to? Okay, you-
1430, yeah.
Well, 1430, that's the back of the card, but I'm gonna tell you the controls really quick. Is this, you guys
Can
done?
we leave the 1430, I mean, can we leave the
Yeah.
controls until next semester?
Yes.
Can you just tell us? We're
Anybody who
curious.
wants to ask me it, I'll tell you,
We're
okay?
curious, I want to know.
And we're almost out of time.
Okay, so, and that, I think, is our, on the bottom, primary signal to partners leads, attitude and count. So your first signal is attitude or count. You guys are probably just doing attitude, check attitude. So whenever your partner plays something, a high one says you like it, a low one says you don't, right? Okay, that's attitude. Okay, and then your defensive carding is standard, right? Versus suits, and I don't know what you're doing versus no trump. Are you, when they play no trump and your first discard, is it what you want, what you don't want, what is it? Against no trump. I play, it's something I do not want. I'd never throw away a good card when they're playing no trump. Okay, so I'm never gonna give you a high card in the suit I want. I'm gonna give you a low card in a suit I don't want. Okay, if I give you a high card in a suit I don't want, I want the other suit, the higher of the 2 suits that are left. In a normal suit, like they're just playing in spades, hearts, whatever, and you discard a 9, I know you want that suit. You discard a 2, I know you don't want it. Generally, after 6 is the cutoff, right? 7 is a high card, 5 or less is a low card, okay? 6 is a medium card, I don't know what it is.
So in one no trump, it's not, the rule is not fourth from the longest to strongest
I do
anymore?
4th from the longest and
Oh,
strongest.
okay.
We're talking about discard. So when you don't have a card to play, they start playing spades, you don't have any more spades, and you have to throw something
Yeah,
away.
Can we do that?
You throw off something you do not want your partner to lead.
Oh, okay.
Because if you throw off something you want them to lead, you might be throwing off a good card. You know, in no trump, only in no trump. Yeah, don't throw off something you really like.
Do we need to concern ourselves with like the jump over call, the opening preamps, and the direct cubid? Cover those.
No.
Don't worry about them? Okay.
Jump over call is weak. Just put weak. I don't have it written on my card right now. Jump over call is weak. That's just 1 spade, 3 diamonds. It's always weak, guys.
Okay, yeah.
All of our jump over calls should be weak. And opening preempts are very light.
Okay.
3, 4 bids, light. They can be light, very light. Light or very light, either one. Oh, and a direct Q bid if you're playing Michaels. Do you guys play Michaels?
Not yet.
Okay. So direct Q bid might be, you're not playing it, so don't
Okay.
put anything there.
Do you ever hear of Boston?
Bottom of something, top of nothing. That's just like,
That was, they learned that in, some
Yeah.
master thing.
Yeah,
My girlfriend told me that.
yeah. But that's for a lead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bottom of something, top of nothing, yeah.
We don't need to.
I don't typically lead top of nothing.
Hey, Christie, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Come back again sometime?
I will, I won't be back until March 30th, so after that,